welcome to Yorkshire Business Focus. Today I'm talking to Johanna McMillan Peel from Elcons Employment Consultants Limited. Welcome, Johanna.
Hi, are you okay?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks for inviting me to come on and
Not at all. It's absolutely my pleasure. So obviously it's Yorkshire Business Focus, and so to explain to everybody first off, your accent.
Right. Well, we're employment lawyers, you know, so there can be no discrimination here. But I am a Lancashire lass. I'm proud.
Well, I'm going to ask everybody to forgive you for that. So tell us a little bit about Elcons. Tell us how long you've been going. What is it you guys do?
Okay, right. So Elcons has been going about 15 years now, and it's a family-run business. In essence, what do we do? Well, we provide outsourced HR, legal and health and safety services to businesses nationwide.
Yeah, brilliant.
We have about 550 clients on a retained service with us, which we're delighted at. Okay. And we cover every sector, every business, every size.
Absolutely awesome. So go on, tell me a bit about the journey. What's been your experience so far in setting 15 years into the business? What's it been like? How's the journey been?
It's been like any other business, from being a new business to going through its ups and downs, its peaks and troughs. Obviously, It's no different to any other business when it comes to the economic climate and COVID and all the rest of it. The only thing with COVID is that obviously we had to have the quickest training session on furlough there was ever, because it just came overnight, didn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
So we had to get a grip of that really, really quick. So yeah, it's been an interesting journey. I love that journey. Whatever it is, we're just so positive, and we work our way through it, and we just love giving solutions to employers, to business owners, because let's face it, it's a jungle out there.
You see, I love the story of resilience that comes from what you've just spoken about. Where does that resilience come from? What's that about?
I just think it's all about my own character and about my positivity and my outlook on life and just wanting to do well for people. And I think that culture's been embedded throughout the rest of the organisation.
Okay, I can see where the energy will come from and how it will flow through. Where does it come from for you, though? I mean, it takes energy to give out that much energy. So what drives you to that?
It comes through being successful, and it comes from working hard, and what you put in, you get out, essentially. And it stems from my parents and their work ethic.
Interesting. Yeah. So what did they do?
So my dad and my sister my dad was a management accountant, and my sister is a management accountant for the NHS. And we've always loved our work, I think, because not that it's our life, but it's give us structure, it's give us a purpose, it's give us interaction with people. It's all the good things, and it's obviously a bonus getting paid.
Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So what roles do you have in the business? At 15 years old, the business is quite well established. I mean, what must you be in the top 90% of businesses to actually survive beyond the 10-year mark and keep on going? So what roles do you occupy in the business?
Many. So I've got lots of different hats. So I'm day-to-day responsibility for the operations of the business. So I am our operations director. But also I deal with most of our internal HR matters, so HR director, and I work very, very closely with our sales team that look after client retention and new business. Oh, wow. Okay. So I do have quite a few hats.
Absolutely, and there's a tension supposed to run anyway between operations and sales. You know, sales needs to generate the business. Can operations deliver it? Operations aren't delivering, so that tension runs. How do you put that in your head? How does that span through?
I don't know, really. I just seem to kind of get on with it. And you're right, when you say operations is directly linked to sales and retention, because let's not forget, without our existing clients, they're the ones that keep these salaries paid, aren't they, on the monthly retainer. So it's quite a strong business model there. But yeah, we work very well as a team. We work collaboratively, and I just kind of lead from the front.
Okay, cool. And it sounds like it's critical to have the right team on board for you.
Absolutely. I've got an outstanding team, which I'm exceptionally proud of. And when you kind of work with people and you spend a lot of time with them, you kind of get to know them as characters, don't you?
Yes, you do,
Better
yes.
than they know themselves sometimes, you know.
Oh, you have to be careful with that one, I guess.
When you're having a conversation, you don't have to, the face tells it all when they disagree. So we've got that kind of rapport where I'll say, right, you didn't like that, what are you thinking? Come on, spit it out. That's the relationship that we've got.
Brilliant.
So communication is very, very good here.
Is that one of the core values of the business then, would you say, communication?
Effective communication. Yeah, absolutely.
So what is the definition of effective communication for you guys?
Honest, being open, being honest.
Okay. You see, it's such a broad term, just being honest, and I always struggle with that because it sounds like we should know what it means, but it means so many different things in the moment, doesn't it? What does honesty look like in the day-to-day in your business?
It's a difficult question, isn't it? What is honesty? Well, it's about being true to yourself and to the business, and mutual respect as well. I think as well comes into that. Ian, would you say you agree?
I think, and you say mutual respect. That shows respect for myself as well as for somebody else, and that's the mutuality there. It's not, I think there's a lot of respect in oneself first, and that kind of leads to the, that how do you get people, how do you select people and bring them into the business so that you choose people who respect themselves in the first place?
And I think listening is more important than speaking.
God gave us two of these and one of these.
Exactly.
There was a reason for it, wasn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you choose the right people? How do you find the right people to fit in the culture? Because I mean, just from the few minutes conversation we've had, I'm fairly sure it's quite a unique culture that runs at Elcons, knowing quite a few of your staff, and
it is quite a unique culture. It's very family orientated, really. How do we recruit? Right. It's normally been by word of mouth, but I've used a fantastic agency of late. And as a HR company, we are human beings. So let's not forget that we make mistakes. And in the past, we've made mistakes with our recruitment, but that's come to light quite quickly. So we live and we learn. So what we do is we screen people thoroughly through an agency now. And we give the agency criteria as to what we're looking for to make sure people have that cultural fit. So we ask the softer questions rather than, what's your qualifications? What certificates have you got? Right? What's important to you? What motivates you? I've got the most bizarre recruitment questions you've ever heard. Like, if I put you in a cage with a lion, how would you get out? The number of people that turn around to me and say, what? Is it going to eat me? What do you mean? Oh, I'd tame it. And I'm going, God, would you? Good luck with that. Yeah. Cool. The answer is I'd open the gate. So I'm testing, can you think laterally? Or are you going to overcomplicate something every time that I give you a task? So I'm a believer. I now recruit for attitude, Ian. All right. So basically, if punctuality, good attendance is important to you, if being a team player is important to you, looking after my clients is important to you, we can teach you the rest here at Elcons, and we've got many success stories that have come in at a very low level, and we've progressed them up to the people, the skilled people that they are today.
I love that, and I love the recruiting on attitude and then training for the skill set. That just makes so much sense, doesn't it?
With a big focus on learning and development. Not often as employers do we push back and make people accountable in their own roles for their own L&D. Why don't we do that?
That's really interesting. So what benefit do you find it brings by making people responsible for their own learning and development?
Because it progresses them as an individual, then indirectly as an individual, because they're working in a team, it progresses the team because they all share. It's a very, very close-knit working environment here, and they share that knowledge, and that's something that we just want to build and build and build on.
I love that. It kind of leads on to, how do you, I know when we were talking before, you mentioned, somebody comes to you with a problem. I love you. What you say when somebody comes to you with a problem. So you take me through that journey again.
Everybody knows if they come to me with a problem, they've got to have a solution at the back end of it. Yeah, because I'm not paying you, yeah, to pick my brains, because you're going to learn nothing. Yeah. So go away, research it, come to me with a solution, and then the chances are that all I've got to say is fine with that.
Absolutely brilliant. Okay.
Oh, I'm fine with that. Oh, have you thought about this?
That's absolutely brilliant. And what's the impact of people people having that responsibility in the business?
Well, I think it develops them, as I said earlier, as people, and develops their knowledge. And the more knowledge they've got, the more effective they're going to be to undertake the role.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that benefits on the client, because client satisfaction is number one here.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I think as well, it's interesting after 15 years, obviously, from speaking with you, I can imagine the client base you've got must shout from the rooftops about working with you. But how do you win clients? What's your philosophy around marketing and growing the business?
You want to know about the cheese and onion pie?
The cheese and onion pie sounds really, really interesting. Tell us about the cheese and onion pie.
As a business that's predominantly sales orientated, looking to grow and secure newer clients month on month on month, you'd have a cheese and onion pie split into 12 different pieces. I'll probably eat 8 of them. The cheese and onion pie, the different slices have different platforms of marketing strategy. So piece 1 might be incoming referrals. So you've won an employment tribunal, word gets out, and then it's filtered through like that. So that could be an incoming referral. It could be our telesales doing the old school cold calling, which can be still effective. Yeah. Slice 3 could be through direct marketing, where we've got a strategy. We do a special promotion on a month, and we push it out to different industry sectors. Because let's face it, if you're a shop floor manufacturing company, you're all going to have the same issues. They're all going to be smoking on shop floor. They're all going to be going to toilet vaping, and they're all going to be on the machine without the PPE. So we know this. So that's how we structure our direct marketing. But also we do seminars, events, we do a lot of advertising, and a lot through social media.
Right.
So slices of the cheese and onion pie all come into one.
So I'm confused now. Does it have layers through it as a pie?
No.
Or is it pie-shaped pie with slices? Pie-shaped pie with slices. I'm really glad we sorted that out. So marketing strategy at Elcons is, and this is for the record, I like this, is a pie-shaped pie with, it sounds like 8 slices to it.
12 it's got, actually.
Okay, cool. Right, brilliant. And you own 8 of those slices?
Yeah, I know I've eaten them.
Yes.
But no, a big thing for us, Ian, just to let you know, is the sponsorship that we do through the rugby league sector. So we're very, my husband, our MD, John, is from St Helens, born and bred. And for those of you who may or may not know, St Helens is one of the flagship clubs who are World Club champions. So if you look on the bums of the shorts, you'll see exactly what's at the back of me, Elcons. But that's also on Halifax Panthers and Rochdale Hornets too. Now, I don't know for 1 minute who asked for the name to go on the bottom of the shorts. I can't think for 1 minute
who that was. That's absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful.
The logo needs to be seen.
As a strategy, that really is, scraping the bottom of the barrel. I love it. Yeah, I like that. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So you clearly enjoy having the business, running the business, and growing the business. What's happened through the years that's been a surprise? What's been the most unexpected, apart from COVID?
I know. I was just going to say that. You beat me to it. What's been the biggest surprise? I don't know if I can answer that one. I think you might have stumped me there. getting big corporate clients is always good. You know, when you've got an account in London with the Shard, that's always quite successful, and you think, that's really good. That's
and
really good.
Difficult to get through the door and open the conversation with those guys in the first place, I would imagine.
It is, yeah, because people talk about a north and south divide, don't they, and things like that, and relationship building. So that actually came from a referral from a client that used us in West Yorkshire. It was really bizarre because he was a chief exec. He came in brand new to this company in West Yorkshire as a chief exec, and he said, "Joe, can I have a meeting with you? Tell me about Elcons, okay? I see this money going out every month. What do you do and where do you add value?" So we spoke about changing cultures, managing change, upskilling managers, reducing labour turnover through our service. That's the result a business gets, as well as winning a tribunal. And he said, "Right, brilliant. I'll make sure my managers know this now, and we will start using you." Anyway, the day after, he said, "Hi, Joan," an email. "Nice to meet you. Thanks for your time. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you what my proper job is. My proper job is I work for the Shard in London, the viewing gallery, and my HR manager, she needs some support. Could you put me something together?" Yes, I can. Thank you. Most certainly I can. That's how that happened. So isn't that good? And
Absolutely.
you never ever know who you're dealing with, who you're speaking to. And we are very down to earth, very grounded, and very, very humble. And I think people, well, I know people by people. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely. All right, cool. So the one question that then burns at the back of my mind, having had great conversation so far, got a real grip of the kind of person that shows up every day when you turn into work, Joe. So what advice do you have for women in business or a woman in business right now?
Get that balance. Look after yourself. Particularly if you're dealing with HR, you've got to be confidential. You've got to be sympathetic. You've got to be understanding. You've got to be flexible. But there's a distinct difference between taking all that on yourself. So try and distance yourself from that. Have that professional line, but have a work-life balance too.
And it's interesting, that's the advice you offer to women. It sounds like that could be unisex advice. So what was going through your mind when you thought that's advice for women in business?
Absolutely. Check in with yourself and make sure that you've got the right team in the right places with the right skills to be able to delegate to. If you're a bit of a workaholic or something like that, it's important that you learn the art of delegation. But you can only do that if you've got the right people in the right roles with that level of trust.
Oh, that's brilliant. So
that is the main thing. Trust.
What's the art of delegation then?
What's the art of it?
Yeah.
Feeling confident to let go. Feeling that you're going to let this go because you want somebody else to learn and develop. Because you've got to share things for people to have a go and develop. The art of delegation, letting go. In with laughter, out with love.
In with laughter and out with love.
I told you I was the Peter Kay of employment law.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So go on, tell me, what 3 little wins have you celebrated in the business recently?
3 what, sorry?
Little celebrations have you celebrated? What 3 little wins have you celebrated recently?
Right. So we've celebrated the introduction of our wonderful Sophia, our new team member on our advice service. We've celebrated and embraced Soap coming in.
I love that. I love giving a member of staff a present on the way in rather than on the way out. That's always seemed backwards to me.
Absolutely. We've received some outstanding client testimonials as a whole, which are all about how the service has enhanced their business, how it's helped, how they were sceptical about coming on board, how they thought they couldn't really afford the direct debit, when actually the direct debit's been the best investment they've ever made. So there's that. another win. So I've got Sophia coming in with one. Second one was a client testimonial. There's some exciting stuff coming on the horizon. So if we play our cards right, we're going to get some really lovely corporate clients coming on board, which is wonderful. But I'm fingers crossed for that. We're working on it.
Very nice. That's the lead generation thing that's working well, and you got them in the sales funnel.
And we've just had a massive winning tribunal. So Callum has won a tribunal for a local company in West Yorkshire. The client has said to us, "Shout my name from the rooftops, I'm not bothered." We've won a legal argument against the Secretary of State. It was a redundancy themed tribunal / transfer of undertakings. And basically it's resulted in us winning the case, but the implication for the client is 10 of his shop floor staff have all received thousands in back pay in redundancy money that they should have had that they didn't get.
Oh, wow.
So that managing director were absolutely amazing. So that's probably our best tribunal success this year in 2023. And long may that continue.
Very nice. I love it. I love it. What do you enjoy most about running the business? I mean, you obviously enjoy all of it.
Oh, it gives me both. I'm buzzing all the time. Buzzing all the time. What do I most enjoy? Working with the team that we've got, being successful, doing our seminars, meeting people. It's interesting, isn't it? Because at the moment we're going to be going through. I'm having a big internal drive on health and wellbeing within Elcons, and we're obviously going to be wellbeing ambassadors as a business ourselves. So often, what we do, Ian, our clients want to do because they think, right, if Joe's doing that at Elcons, we want to do it. And the best thing about Elcons is our clients get directed to a director because I'm so hands-on and my area of expertise is contract drafting and writing. Yeah. So after point of sale, it comes to me. So I build that relationship and it really, really does work. So yeah,
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love that.
It's everything about it. It's the people and meeting people and saying to MDs, right, don't put up with that. Get them into a formal meeting. Let's go down this process and that's it.
I love it. I love it. So just holding that thought there and then thinking about the 10-year-old version of you, the 10-year-old Joe. When you reach back, what advice do you have to give to the 10-year-old version of yourself?
Work hard, play hard, embrace opportunity, do right by people, be positive, blinker out any negativity and manifest your own success.
Manifest your own success. Absolutely brilliant. And then in with love and out with laughter. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely. Amen to that. Joe, thank you so much for coming on Yorkshire Business Focus this week. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed every moment of that, and there's absolutely gold there. Thank you so much.
You're gonna think of me every time you have cheese and onion pie now.
It's very true. A lot of people will be thinking of you whenever they have cheese and onion pie. There is a legacy right there. Thank you very much indeed, Joe.
Thanks for having me.
And to the rest of you, so we're back again next week with the Yorkshire Business Focus. I'm Ian Strachan. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Bye for now.